Hey up everyone, my name is Hutch and I hope you're doing well. I'm just going to say that I might not be super cheerful today. Not that I ever sound like super positive and excited or out, but I'm just not feeling that great today. I feel a bit disappointed and a bit deflated. It was European Championship final last night, and for the first time in 55 years, England were in it, and unfortunately it didn't come home, we didn't win. But that's just how it is, you know, I've got to move on and just sort of deal with it, I suppose. But yeah, it's just a bit disappointing, isn't it, when something that you like and support don't win. But yeah, I'm not going to moan about it too much just because I don't know how much the Sims fan base crosses over with like football. So yeah, but I am going to just say that if you do happen to see any comments directed towards our black football players or anybody, just please report them and their accounts. The players have received an onslaught of racial abuse on their social media accounts, and Instagram, Facebook and Twitter doing nothing about it. So yeah, just please report them. I'm not going to talk about that too much, I'm just going to talk about the build, but I just wanted to draw attention to it. I don't want to like talk about it too much because I don't want to like upset people. It's already going to be hard enough seeing that everywhere if you're a person of colour. So yeah, we're just going to talk about Sims in this video, but I do want to draw attention to it because I think that's the right thing to do. So yeah, just report that stuff if you see it. So yeah, I'll talk about the build now. So I decided to do another base game build. I was going to do a base game cottage when I started this build, but it just became something else. I also decided to make it green because I've never built a greenhouse before and I quite like this swatch. And I actually built this house last week. I was really in front on videos and everything. I did like... I can't remember what I built last week. I did that Q&A and then I did an apartment, and yeah, I think I built this on like Thursday, and I thought, oh, I can get it recorded and edited and do the voiceover and have it all done and everything, and I'll just post it Monday morning and I'll be like right in front, and I can also even start like another build and I'll just be way in front and everything. But then I didn't even do any of that. I didn't like, well, I edited it, like did like transitions and everything, put everything together, but I didn't do the voiceover till like right now, and this is at like 12 o'clock on a Monday afternoon. So yeah, I think what happened was basically all weekend I just spent time with my partner. They went out to like fix a bike or something, or they were doing something, and I just ended up playing Minecraft, I think, and then we just spent time together like over weekend and stuff. So yeah, I just didn't do anything Sims related really. I did a quick room build of this like bedroom that I did, and I think I also did like another Harry Potter like build thing that I put on Instagram. That'll be on my channel at some point. I'm going to do another short for that. But yeah, I just need to edit that down. And I also did a Hobbit one as well. Like I did this like challenge basically for my friend, and it was like a fiction room challenge, and you just basically built something inspired by like a work of fiction, either a character or like a book, film, TV show, whatever. So yeah, I did that. But I don't think I did that over the weekend. I'm trying to remember like what I've done because my brain is just like not remembering anything like recently or even like last week and stuff. But yeah, just spent time with my partner over the weekend, and yeah, that was about all I did really, and watched football and felt a bit crap, but it's what it is. I said I'm not going to talk about it and I'm coming back to it, but it's hard, isn't it, when it's like a big thing, it's all you can think about, and then yeah, oh well. So for landscaping, I wanted to do like, I guess like natural but also not, like have it look as though it's just been left to kind of do its own thing, but also manicured to some extent. And I also did those like, is it ivy or something that grows up the side of the house? Decided to put that on just to make the build look a bit more interesting, and put some like yellow flowers on for a bit of contrast and just to like make it look just a bit nicer and stuff. So yeah, like I said, I was going to do a base game cottage, but then it just became this, which is obviously not a cottage, but I don't even know what this would be classed as. I guess like a suburban house, or I don't know, it's just a family house, but I don't know what like style it is. I guess suburban. But yeah, we're going to do a base game cottage, but just didn't. So if you want me to do one, I will do one, but like I said, that was my intention with this, but it just became something else. But yeah, I can do a base game one. So just moving on to interior now, and I showed me doing the floor plan this time. Sometimes I don't show it just because it doesn't always like look good to show. Sometimes there's a lot of like spinning around with camera and stuff, but if it's a straightforward floor plan, I'll just keep the footage in. But yeah, I made this a 3-bedroom house. For the parents' bedroom, I don't even know if I really like how it turned out. I don't know, I don't normally use that swatch on the bed, but it's quite like a simple bedroom. I didn't go like too overboard with like decorating it and stuff. And it took me quite a while to decide on like wallpaper and that. So I just kept it white because I thought, you know, white's a good choice, it's a safe choice, isn't it? And I also did like a toddler bedroom, but I did it as though it's intended as like a baby that's on the way. So while I was play testing the build, and like I've made a family for it as well, they had a baby, and I put the baby's like crib or cot or whatever it's called in that bedroom as well. So you'll see that in the screenshots. I was looking for it in the debug menu, but I couldn't find it. I just ended up placing a baby down, and I thought, well, that's not what I wanted to do. But yeah, then for like the kids' bedroom, I just wanted it to like, I don't know, just to look like an actual kids' room, even though it's a bit on the small side. I made it for this, basically the family that I made, they've got a daughter, and then they've got like a baby that they've just had, that I think is a boy. But yeah, the daughter's very much into like sports and like active things, and she's a bit of a geek as well, so I tried to make the bedroom like reflect her personality a bit. So I put some like posters up, and she's got a computer as well, and her favourite colour is like purple, so I put some like purpley things in there. And she's also into like art and stuff, so I put the drawing thing, I can't speak today, the art table, drawing table, that's for kids. And then yeah, for the nursery, I quite like how this turned out. It's quite like a simple like neutral room, but I think that's kind of what most nurseries look like. You know, if you just like to make a neutral nursery, I really like how it turned out. I'd have something like this where it's just like nice neutral colours but like quite bright, and I really like that wallpaper, which I never use, but I've actually used that sort of like pattern. What is it even called? It's like gingham, I don't know how to say it, but it sounds proper weird in my accent. But yeah, I've never used that before, but I thought it looked really nice. And yeah, I think this is where I'm looking for the crib or the cot or whatever, and I couldn't find it, so I thought, oh, I'll just have to, when I move the family in, they'll just have to have a baby, and I'll use the cot that comes with that when you like have the baby. And then for the downstairs, they've got quite a big like entrance to the house. I think I decorate that right at the end because it's such a big space, I didn't really know what to put in it to make it look like realistic. But yeah, the floor plan for this house is a little bit weird. So they've got like the bathroom off to the side under the stairs. There's 2 bathrooms in it, by the way. But yeah, they've got that like little bathroom off to the side under the stairs, and then they've got a massive like entryway, and then they've got like a bit of a corridor that leads into the kitchen, and then like the living room's like in the middle. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird floor plan, but I suppose it doesn't matter that much. It kind of makes sense. But yeah, the kitchen's fairly big as well. I went with this like green just to kind of reflect the outside a little bit, and yeah, I don't normally go with that swatch. I think I've used it before, but it's not one that I'd usually go with. But when it comes to base game, that's like the best counter in my opinion, out of the base game counters. But yeah, it took me quite a while to decide on the wallpaper for the kitchen as well. Like I did that tile thing, then I couldn't figure out if I wanted a different colour for the walls or anything, so I thought, alright, well, I'll put the furniture down and then I'll just decide after, which is what I did. And I went with like a pale green colour for the walls in the end. But yeah, just with the kitchen, just wanted it to look a bit lived in but not too cluttered and not having too much in it. Just because the sim that I've got living here, the like mum of the family, she's a neat sim, so she likes everything to be neat and tidy, and I don't think that she would want loads of stuff all over and like mess everywhere. And sometimes I don't want like tons of clutter in my builds. I just like to just have the furniture and the stuff down, and yeah, just have it a bit more like straightforward and not like tons of stuff everywhere. Even though I do enjoy putting clutter down, but yeah, just sometimes you don't need it, do you? And then I've got like some double doors leading into the living room. I think for the living room, I didn't really know what to do with that either because the shape of it's a little bit awkward. I also, when I was recording the footage of it, I like placed a few objects down, and then I like make a cut after I put them down because there was like a knock on the door. And yeah, I like left my computer recording and I like answered the door. I can't remember who it was, but it was like probably stressing me out because I'm like, I'm recording right now. What if like something goes wrong? Even though I can just like end the recording and make a cut where it had to. But when I came back to the like computer after I'd like closed the door and everything, the camera was like somewhere I've never even been before in Willow Creek. It was just like I must have like knocked my mouse off. Like I've got like a laptop tray for my laptop, and it must have been like knocked off that when I put it down. And yeah, it would just, the camera would just in like a weird position. But yeah, anyway, for the living room, again, went with like kind of like some green accents, just to kind of reflect the theme of the house, I suppose. It's not really a theme, but I guess just that like green colour. And I went with some like darker wood, and again, didn't know what wallpaper to go with, so I think I keep this one white. Just it weren't looking right. It weren't looking like, I don't know, there was just something about it I didn't like much on the walls. I didn't want to like overdo it. But yeah, anyway, for the outdoor part, the back garden and stuff, I ended up actually making a little tree house, which I've never made a tree house before, I don't think. I'm trying to think if I ever have. I don't think I have. But yeah, it's not like amazing. It is usable. I think it looks a bit, I don't know, like, I don't know how to explain what I think it looks like. But yeah, just went with some like outdoor furniture and stuff, and wanted to just have it look like, I can explain it, like they've got a ton of space, do you know what I mean? They've got an active kid. If you had other packs, you could put like the football down. I can't remember which pack that comes with, Discover University, I think. You could put that down in the back garden, or maybe like a basketball net. We're going to put down the it's not a climbing frame, the monkey bars, but I think that's just a bit boring, so I just decided to make a little tree house, which I don't know if I like how it turned out. Have to let me know what you think. I just think it looks a bit, because it's kind of small, maybe it just looks a bit odd, but I think it kind of looks realistic. Like if you were to build your own tree house, they never really actually look like how they do in like films and stuff. My dad built one for my brothers, and it weren't even a tree house, it was just like, we had a small tree in the garden, and my dad just built a bunch of like wood things, like a platform, and then he put like a little bit of a roof on it, and it just had like random toys in, and it was basically like this, but I think it were a bit skinnier and like wider, like lengthways, widthways, whatever. But yeah, and then I put down these like plants and stuff, but I deleted them later on off camera because when I was play testing, the sim weren't able to get into the treehouse because of those plants. So I just put some debug stuff down. That way your sims don't even recognise that it's an object in the way. But yeah, it's all usable. You'll see in the screenshots at the end, there's some sims that are playing in it. And yeah, I think it looks quite realistic for what you'd build if you had like a treehouse in your back garden. But yeah, we're going to try and use like ladders, but it won't let me. I think it needs to be taller to use the ladders, but yeah, I like how it turned out. I think it's like a little cute thing to just have if you've got like a big back garden and stuff. And yeah, I just put some like basic things down in it just to make it look a bit more realistic, some more posters and just some toys and stuff. And yeah, we're going to put down the monkey bar things, but are they called that? Monkey bars? Climbing frame? Whatever. But yeah, decided not to put them down because I just thought it's like going a bit overboard. But yeah, then put some more plants down and just made it look like, I guess, just realistic and make it look so the family are into like gardening. And then got some like planter boxes and stuff. And for the garden, really, I didn't want to put too much down just because, like I said, I just wanted it to feel a bit more realistic. Sometimes I will like do loads for landscaping and I put as much down in as I possibly can just so there's like stuff for your sims to do. But yeah, I just wanted to keep it quite simple. Put a grill down just for your sims to be able to like eat outside if they wanna. When I was play testing though, like always, there was like a fire, so I had to like alter the placement of stuff, I think, and I hope that I uploaded it after I cleaned the deck that I've got out back, like that porch bit, I have done that before where I've uploaded a build and after playtesting there were a fire, and then I've not cleaned the floor after because it leaves like burn marks on the floor. But yeah, I think I cleaned it up. I definitely replaced the grill, but I don't know if I cleaned the floor. But yeah, then for this like little balcony thing, I just wanted to keep that simple, maybe just a place for your Sims to like read. I were going to put some more like planter boxes out here as well, but I just thought we'll just have it simple, just for somewhere for your Sims to like hang out. And then we're just going to furnish the entryway now. Like I said, I didn't really know what to do with this because it's a bit like, it's a bit of a big entryway, isn't it, for what it is. And yeah, after we furnish this little bit, it'll be the screenshots and the end of the video. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up the voiceover here. Let me know what you thought of the build and what you thought of the video. If you want to download this build, it'll be on the gallery now. My ID is SimsHutch. If you liked the video, please leave me a like, subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you later. Bye!